Dear friends, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon and share it. Thank you. Today we'll discuss types of circulations in animals. There are two different types of circulations. One is single circulation, other one is double circulation. Single circulation is seen in fishes. And double circulation is of two types, pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Let's see in detail. In single circulation, you can observe the deoxygenated blood from different body organs is received by the heart, or it is pumped to the heart. And from the heart, the deoxygenated blood is pumped to the respiratory organs like gills for oxygenation. Once blood gets oxygenated, that oxygenated blood is directly pumped from respiratory organs to the body organs without reaching the heart. So in this case, to complete one circulation, blood is reaching only once to the heart, hence it is called single circulation. In this image, you can observe the deoxygenated blood from different body organs is pumped to the heart through veins, and it is pumped to the gills for oxygenation. Once the blood gets oxygenated, it is directly pumping from gills to different body organs. So to complete one circulation, blood is reaching only once to the heart, hence called single circulation and seen in fishes. Next one is double circulation. In the double circulation, the deoxygenated blood from different body organs is carried to the heart, and from the heart, the deoxygenated blood is pumped to the respiratory organs like lungs for oxygenation. So once the blood gets oxygenated, that oxygenated blood is pumped to the heart, and from there it is reaching to the body organs. So to complete one circulation, blood is reaching two times to the heart, hence it is called double circulation. In this image, you can observe the deoxygenated blood from different body organs is reaching to the heart through vena cava, and from the ventricle the deoxygenated blood is sent to the lungs through pulmonary artery. Right side of the heart is pulmonary circulation, and left side of the heart you can see systemic circulation, where oxygenated blood from lungs is received to the heart through pulmonary veins, and from the left ventricle the oxygenated blood is sent to all parts of the body through left systemic aorta. So to complete one circulation, blood is reaching heart twice, hence this is called double circulation. So right side of the heart is pulmonary circulation, and left side of the heart you can see systemic circulation. The red color portion is representing the oxygenated blood, and blue color portion is representing deoxygenated blood. To complete one circulation, blood is reaching twice to the heart, hence it is called double circulation and seen in birds and mammals. Blood flows through the heart twice for completing one circulation, hence it is called double circulation. Let's see in detail. The circulatory system works to transport oxygen and nutrients to cells in your body, removing waste products such as carbon dioxide at the same time. Hemoglobin, which is a protein present in the red blood cells, serves as a main transporter, much like a school bus, with oxygen and carbon dioxide being able to hop on or hop off at correct destinations. This system is actually a double circulatory system made of two circuits, the pulmonary circuit and systemic circuit. In the pulmonary circuit, deoxygenated blood is pumped from your heart to your lungs to become oxygenated. In the systemic circuit, this oxygenated blood that is returned to the heart is pumped to the rest of your body. Unlike other muscles in your body, your heart never tires and works very hard to ensure that blood reaches all parts from your head to toes. Blood is pumped away through the aorta and then through the arteries. Arteries have very thick muscular walls, so to exert pressure a very fast flowing blood. These arteries branched into smaller arterioles, which then branched into smaller capillaries that surround our cells. The movement of blood slows down significantly at capillaries for two reasons. The capillaries are much smaller and slower movement allows for gas exchange. Here, the oxygen is offloaded onto the cells, so blood becomes deoxygenated. The carbon dioxide and other waste products are picked up. Deoxygenated blood then travels away from the capillaries into the venules and there into the veins. Unlike arteries, veins have much thinner walls and valves that prevent deoxygenated blood from flowing backwards. This deoxygenated blood, thus it travels straight into the lungs to become oxygenated. It must first travel to the heart so it can be pumped into the lungs ready for another round.